Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's the kind of twist no one saw coming, not even the woman who's been through the highs and lows of polygamy, heartbreak, and newfound freedom. Sister Wives fans are still reeling from the season 20 shocker that has Christine Brown absolutely speechless after her only son, Paedon Brown, made a massive and unexpected life move that no one, not even his mother, could have predicted. For years, Paedon has been the outspoken truth-teller of the Brown family, never afraid to call out his father Cody Brown or stepmother Robin for what he saw as hypocrisy, favoritism, and emotional manipulation. He's been a fan favorite for his blunt honesty and fierce loyalty to his mother, Christine, especially after her emotional departure from the plural marriage. But this time, Paedon isn't making headlines for a snarky TikTok or a tell-all revelation. He's making waves with a move that's changing everything for him, for Christine, and possibly for how the entire Brown family interacts going forward. Sources close to production reveal that Paedon has relocated, not just a few miles away, but across state lines, to pursue something that stunned even his most supportive family members. While Christine was expecting him to stay close to her and David Woolley in Utah, continuing to be a part of their new family life, Paedon decided to make a huge leap. He's moved to Flagstaff, Arizona, the very place where most of the Brown family drama exploded and where his father Cody and Robin still reside. Christine reportedly froze when Paedon dropped the news during filming, insiders say. Cameras were rolling when he sat her down, telling her he needed to face the past and find his own peace, words that left her teary-eyed and stunned. For Christine, Flagstaff holds deep emotional scars. It was where she felt increasingly isolated, where her marriage to Cody completely crumbled, and where she finally realized that her happiness had to come first. Hearing her son voluntarily return there was, in her eyes, like reopening an old wound. Yet, Paedon's reasoning reportedly comes from a place of growth rather than rebellion. According to a close source, he's been feeling torn between his love for his mother and his complicated feelings about his father. Paedon has been carrying this quiet resentment for years, the insider shared. He saw how things fell apart, but he also missed having a real relationship with his dad. He told producers he doesn't want to end up bitter forever. He wants closure, and maybe even a chance to reconnect with Cody. That revelation sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives fanbase. After all, Paedon has been one of Cody's harshest critics, often accusing him of prioritizing Robin's family and neglecting his other children. Many fans took to social media expressing disbelief, calling it a betrayal or a twist straight out of a scripted drama. But others defended him, saying his decision shows courage and emotional maturity. Christine, however, reportedly struggled to process it. Sources claim she was initially hurt, even fearing that Cody might manipulate Paedon the way he allegedly did with others in the past. Christine's biggest fear is losing her son emotionally, a source told In Touch. She knows how charming Cody can be when he wants to make a point, and she's protective of Paedon because he's always been outspoken. She doesn't want him walking into a situation that could break his spirit. Yet, Christine also understands that Paedon is an adult now, a 25-year-old man finding his path. In a confessional filmed shortly after the revelation, she reportedly said, "When you raise your kids to think for themselves, sometimes that means they'll do things that scare you. I'm proud of Paedon for being brave, but I'm also terrified. I just hope he doesn't get hurt." That raw honesty resonated deeply with fans who've watched Christine evolve from a woman trapped in a spiritual marriage to an independent mother, entrepreneur, and newlywed living her best life with David Woolley. Meanwhile, production insiders tease that Paedon's big move could set up one of the most dramatic arcs Sister Wives has seen in years. He's reportedly agreed to appear in more episodes than usual this season, and his scenes are described as emotionally charged. One particularly intense moment reportedly involves Paedon knocking on Cody and Robin's door, unannounced. It was uncomfortable, one crew member leaked. Cody didn't know he was coming. Robin froze. Cody tried to act calm, but you could see the tension in his body language. It's one of those reality TV moments that feels unreal because of how real it is. That confrontation, which has yet to air, could redefine Cody's public image once again. In previous seasons, he struggled to reconnect with his older children, many of whom felt abandoned when his relationship with Robin became the center of his life. Paedon's return might either heal or completely sever those fragile ties. David Woolley, Christine's husband, has reportedly been Christine's rock during this emotional roller coaster. Insiders say David has encouraged Christine to support her son's decision rather than fight it. David told her that letting Paedon go was part of letting him grow, the insider added. He reminded her that healing sometimes happens in unexpected ways. And though Christine was skeptical at first, she's come around to see Paedon's choice as part of his journey to forgiveness. In a touching off-camera moment described by someone close to the family, Christine reportedly told Paedon, "If facing your dad helps you find peace, then I'll stand behind you, even if it breaks my heart." That mother-son bond, unshakable through all of the Brown family chaos, continues to be one of the most powerful emotional anchors of the show. But while Christine's support may soften the blow, Paedon's move is stirring up tension with his siblings. Gwendolyn, who has been open about her strained relationship with both her father and Paedon, reportedly feels conflicted. She's proud of her brother for seeking closure, but worries his decision could validate Cody's narrative. On the other hand, Isabel, known for her quiet grace, has allegedly told friends she admires Paedon's strength and hopes his move brings real change. Even Michael T., who has remained somewhat neutral, has weighed in, hinting during a live stream that everyone heals differently. But the sibling who reportedly took it the hardest is truly the youngest of Christine's children. Sources say she broke down upon hearing the news, struggling to understand why her brother would return to a place that caused so much pain. Christine, ever the nurturing mother, reportedly reassured her youngest, explaining that forgiveness and growth sometimes mean revisiting old chapters, but never rewriting your worth. As filming continues, TLC insiders are calling this storyline a potential turning point not just for Christine's family, but for Sister Wives as a whole. After years of focusing on Cody's deteriorating relationships and the wives' exits, Season 20 appears to shift toward the children, the next generation, and how they're dealing with the emotional fallout of growing up in a fractured family. Paedon's bold move may symbolize something bigger, the possibility of reconciliation in a family long defined by division. It's raw, unpredictable, and deeply human, everything that has made Sister Wives endure for over a decade. Still, not everyone is convinced that Cody will welcome this reunion with open arms. Insiders close to the patriarch claim he feels ambushed and defensive about Paedon's sudden reappearance in Flagstaff. Cody doesn't like being challenged, especially by his sons, one source noted. He still feels hurt by how some of the kids have portrayed him in the media, and while he loves Paedon, he's not ready to relive the past. Robin, meanwhile, is said to be anxious about the visit, worried that it might reignite old drama. She knows that whenever one of Cody's older kids comes back into the picture, it brings up tension, the insider added. She's trying to keep their home peaceful, but that's hard when the cameras are rolling and emotions are raw. Fans are already buzzing online, speculating about what this could mean for the show's future. Could Paedon's move signal a truce between the estranged Brown men, or will it open new wounds that never fully healed? Some predict that this storyline could set up a dramatic Season 20 finale, perhaps even featuring an emotional sit-down between Cody, Christine, and Paedon, something fans have been begging for since Christine left. If TLC delivers that, it could be one of the most powerful moments in the show's history, offering not just reality TV drama but genuine emotional depth. Meanwhile, Christine is focusing on maintaining her balance. She's busy with her home projects, her cooking videos, and her life with David, but those close to her say she's been quieter lately, introspective. Christine's heart is huge, the source said. She wants to celebrate her new life, but when your kids start making choices that take them back to the places you escaped from, it brings up old memories. She's happy for Paedon, but she's human, and she's scared. Fans who follow her social media have noticed more reflective posts, more quotes about letting go, forgiveness, and trusting life's timing. Many now believe those messages are subtle nods to what she's been navigating behind the scenes. As the Sister Wives saga continues to evolve, Paedon's big move is reminding everyone that healing is messy, unpredictable, and rarely linear. It's not about picking sides anymore. It's about facing the pain, finding peace, and allowing the next generation of Browns to tell their own stories. Whether Christine's speechless reaction turns into acceptance or concern, one thing is clear. This mother-son duo's bond remains one of the most genuine connections left in the fractured Brown family. And as season 20 unfolds, viewers will be watching closely, hoping that this unexpected twist leads not to more heartbreak, but perhaps, finally, to some long-overdue healing. But the deeper layers of this story are now beginning to emerge, and what viewers will soon see may completely reframe how Sister Wives fans view both Christine and Paedon's journey. Multiple sources from behind the scenes hint that there's far more to Paedon's decision than simply wanting to reconnect with Cody. Some suggest he's also exploring a new career opportunity that surprisingly ties him back to Flagstaff. A close family friend reportedly revealed that Paedon was recently offered a position working with a local veterans outreach program in northern Arizona, something deeply meaningful to him after his years in the National Guard. Paedon's move isn't just emotional, the insider explained. It's about purpose. He wants to serve again, to do something that gives him a sense of structure and value. Flagstaff happens to be the place that offered him that chance. That revelation softened many critics' opinions online, shifting the conversation from shock to cautious admiration. Fans who had initially accused him of turning his back on Christine began to see his actions as part of a personal evolution rather than a betrayal. He's not running back to Cody, one fan wrote in a Reddit thread. He's running toward healing and maybe even redemption. Still, that doesn't erase the emotional storm brewing within Christine. In one touching scene filmed after Paedon's departure, she's seen standing in her Utah backyard with David, watching the sunset in silence before admitting, "It's so hard letting them go, even when you know it's the right thing." The vulnerability in her voice reportedly brought the camera crew to tears. Christine has always been open about motherhood being her greatest calling, and seeing one of her children step into the very environment that once broke her heart has been a complicated experience. David, ever her steady support, wraps an arm around her and whispers, "You raised a brave man." That small moment reportedly captures the theme of this entire season: courage, forgiveness, and the beauty of letting go. Meanwhile, production insiders tease that Paedon's reintroduction into the Flagstaff circle might not be entirely smooth. Rumors are swirling that his first meeting with Cody didn't go as planned, with both men reportedly raising their voices during an emotional exchange about what went wrong and who gave up first. But even through the shouting, producers claim there was something different this time, an underlying willingness to listen. Cody didn't storm off, one insider confirmed. That's new.
He stayed.
He listened. And that's progress. Robin, though visibly uncomfortable, reportedly tried to defuse the situation, telling Paedon that she wished things had been different and that she never wanted to be the cause of division. Whether fans believe her or not, that scene is expected to be one of the season's emotional climaxes. For Christine, the hardest part isn't losing her son's physical presence. It's learning to trust that their emotional connection can withstand the distance. She's still speechless at times when she talks about his move, still caught between pride and fear, but she's also beginning to understand that Paedon's journey might bring healing to everyone, even her. As one insider summed it up perfectly, Christine spent years finding her freedom. Now it's Paedon's turn to find his peace.